Hello, everybody. It says this hangout is on the air. Good morning. Well, good morning for those of you that are in the same time zone I'm in. Good day to everyone else. Welcome to Lunch with Len. It is November 17th, 2015. And for those of you who saw the early part of the chat, I just went back today out of curiosity to remember when we started Lunch with Len. And believe it or not, it's over a year old. Our first Lunch with Len was Bob going to plead not guilty. Our first Lunch with Len was, it's off the screen now, but it was like October 18th, 2014. Anyhow, it's over a year ago. We've been doing this for over a year. And some of you are still here. Wow. Anyhow, I am really excited today for two reasons. One is that attendance is up a little bit. And thank goodness Bill Moore got back. Hey, Bill, you know what? You got to agree with this, but I'm thinking maybe we ought to have you jump on Thursday and give us a recap. Tell us all about your cruise. You were on it long enough. You ought to be able to take a few minutes to tell us about it. What do you think? I think we'd all love to hear about it. Last week, I talked to you about the new Facebook ads, the leads ads. And I mentioned that I might do lead ads today, and I'm gonna renege on that. The reason I'm gonna renege, and hi, will somebody in the chat just tell me, that you can hear me? So I'm sure I'm not talking to thin air here. In fact, does anybody want to come over just, for giggles? Okay, cool. Bill, good. You're on Thursday morning. Bill's going to tell us all about his adventures in the high seas. Rick, hello, Rick. I told you that I would talk about the new Facebook ads, the lead ads. And I spent some time exploring lead ads, and I am not comfortable enough yet to try to explain them to you. There are some issues there. There are just some issues there that I'm stumbling over. And so until I can iron it out just a little bit more, I'm not going to try to explain it. Now, they promised me that I could generate leads and I could put them in any of my mail handlers, such as Aweber, and I have yet to figure out how that really works and how to do it. I can create the ad, but I'm not getting the leads going where I want them to go to. So again, I haven't forgotten that promise. I will come back to it. I'm not going to ignore it. It might be maybe Thursday after Bill's talk, maybe next Tuesday, maybe after Thanksgiving, I don't know. If anybody figures it out first, let me know. So what I want to do today is I've been using the Yoast SEO plugin, and I'm loving it. And I don't understand why I didn't start using it a long time ago. It's one of these things that I procrastinated on. Pardon the pun, and you'll understand that pun in a moment. But I want to take you through the Yoast plugin. If anyone's not using it, you ought to be. And I'm going to take you through the Yoast SEO plugin. In fact, what we're going to do today is going to be pretty interesting, I think. You're going to have to admire the courage, because we're going to create a blog from scratch. So I'm going to actually take you through the process. And for those of you who are interested, you're also going to see you're going to see some of my thought processes. You may want to discard those. But at any rate, let's get started. I did a video this morning on Coffee with Len, which I called Just Get Started, or Just Start. And it was based on a quote from Walt Disney. And you'll see where I'm going with this, so hang in there with me for just a second. It was based on a quote from, I think it was Walt Disney. Anyhow, the quote was, basically, the best way to get started is to stop talking and start doing. And it was about overcoming procrastination. I put the video up on YouTube, as I normally do, and I wrote a short description for YouTube. And I'm going to start at that point and take you through this whole process, how to get and how to optimize this for SEO. So I'm going to go to screen share. And Larry says you can hear me. I'm going to assume you can see my screen too. Does anybody there want to jump over just in case there's any issues and let me know? Chris, I'm going to go ahead and click you over just for giggles. just to have somebody on the other side. You all know the reasons. I hope it's okay, Chris. You can ignore me if you want, but you're on your way. I think you're on your way. Looks like you're on your way. Any rate, I'm going to start the screen share. Well, I'll wait. I'm going to wait for Chris. Just make sure, because I don't want to go through this and have not be able to see. Hello, Chris. Thanks for jumping over. Okay, I'm going to start the screen share now. And so here we go. Share the screen. I'm going to assume you can see my screen. Tell me you can see the screen, Chris.
Yes.
Cool. And so here we go. This is the description. I'm not going to take you out to YouTube. I think you can trust me that there's a video on YouTube, and I wrote a description for YouTube. Short little description. This description is approximately, and we'll just do a quick review of it, approximately 333 words long. This description is not optimized. I didn't do anything to try to rank this particular description. Sometimes I do this, and again, this was basically Justin Zegan's suggestion. Out there on YouTube, I have a 120 followers, or 120 people that are subscribed to my channel. So sometimes I put these videos up just for the sake of the people that are subscribed to my channel. I'm not trying to optimize or SEO this particular video or description. However, I said to myself, procrastination, that's an interesting topic. Let's do a blog post on procrastination. So I'm going to take you through a little bit. I did a little bit of this ahead of time. So I took the YouTube description and I simply turned it into something that's a little bit longer. And I'm going to show you in a second how I got the keyword here. But this one is a little bit longer. It's about 581, almost 600 words. So that is a good candidate for a blog post. Now, let's talk about keywords. Just to remind us, I'm going to minimize this and I'm going to take us out to Google. This turned out to be interesting this morning. Google AdWords keyword tool. Now, we've done training on the Google AdWords keyword tool. So if there's anybody there who doesn't understand how to use this tool and wants training on it, just ask. We can always go back and find training we've done in the past, or we can do another one. So I'm just going to give you the real quick. This is what I did this morning, because I really want to get to how we use the Yoast plugin. That's the main thing. So it's loading my AdWords data. And I did something. This is what I typically do. I will start with the blog or start with the description for the YouTube video. I wrote it about procrastination. So I said, okay, let's just go out and look at procrastination, if I can spell it. Hopefully got it spelled right. Real quick, let's just see what's out there. And keyword ideas. So I'm not very sophisticated here at all. Just scrolling down through, I found, looky here, how to stop procrastinating. 8,100 average monthly searches, low competition. Interesting. So I said, let's make that the focus keyword, how to stop procrastinating. So I'm going to close the keyword planner, come back over to the Word document. So I just took my Word document and I started. And you'll see, for example, in the description for YouTube, I started off with procrastination. Wow, such an obstacle for so many people. Come down here, procrastination. Wow, such an obstacle for so many people. How to stop procrastinating is $1 million question. So there's the keyword, how to stop procrastinating. Okay, so stop procrastinating. So that's it. Now I've gone through this article. I put the keyword in three times, not enough times yet, because I'm going to show that to you. And I also expanded the article. So now it's 600 words, and it transitions from the YouTube description into how to overcome what procrastination means in our network marketing business and how to overcome it in our business. So I transition over to the complete title, which is now Network Marketing Success and How to Stop Procrastinating. Bingo. So now I have a candidate for a blog post. I'm going to go get rid of that and go to my website. So we are now in my website. Plugins. I'm just going to show you this. Install plugins. If anyone doesn't know, the plugin we're talking about is Yoast SEO. Ray Higdon uses it. Rob Ford uses it. They both highly recommend it. So based on that, I said to myself, a few weeks ago, several weeks back, I said, I should start using this plugin too. And Chris, I think you will remember too, we also had a conflict with this plugin and one of the others that we'd been using, and we had to resolve that conflict. So that conflict is now resolved. So we don't use header footer anymore.
Right.
Right. And that was part of the reason that I wasn't using the Yoast SEO, because of that conflict with header footer. So anyhow, that conflict's resolved. If anyone does not know how to install a plugin on their WordPress blog, just ask me, I will help you. We don't have time for me to go through the installation today, nor am I going to go through the settings. The settings are very straightforward. I don't think anyone's going to have any issue with the settings. You're just going to set it up. And again, if you have any trouble, ask for help. We'll be glad to give it to you. Because what I want to do is show you how to use the plugin, not how to install it or set it up. That's not what we're doing today. We're just going to use it. So then I'm going to come back to posts, all posts. Now, I've actually cheated. I went ahead and I put in the draft, how to stop procrastinating. So the draft, I just copied it over. This is a copy and paste operation. And I did two things. I took the overall title that I wanted to use, Network Marketing Success, How to Stop Procrastinating, and I made it an H1. So now it's an H1 tag. So the keyword, How to Stop Procrastinating, is in the H1 tag. And it's also in the page title, which means it is also in the URL for the page, because WordPress automatically takes the page title and puts it in the slug, in the URL. So that's all nice, well, fine, and good. So let's talk about what this Yoast plugin does for us. And I'm assuming now, Chris, that everybody can see everything and you can hear me fine. So
You're good.
At the bottom of your blog, lo and behold, all this stuff shows up. Yoast SEO. Notice the snippet preview, How to Stop Procrastinating. That's that title that I put in up there. And it's pulled the first couple sentences, How to Stop Procrastinating. That needs to be repaired. I'll repair that. And it's got all this other stuff. It tells me, is the focus keyword in the article heading? Is it in the page title? Is it in the URL? Is it in the content? It's not in the meta description. Well, what does that mean? Well, there's a meta description right here. This is the description that is going to be published. When you look up an article on Google, this is the little short snippet that they publish. So we want to publish a little short snippet there. So I'm just going to come back up to my article right now. I'm going to grab, and it's appropriate, the first couple sentences. Normally I wouldn't just grab the first couple sentences. I might write something unique, but the first couple sentences are actually quite appropriate here. So I'm simply going to copy them and I'm going to drop that into the meta description. Okay, so capitalize that. Correct. So meta description. Procrastinating is $1 million question for many people, especially those seeking network marketing success. Oops, it looks like I already had that in there. It looks like I actually already put it in, so it looks like I put it in twice. Okay, let me fix this. Let me fix this. Why isn't, oh, that's what's wrong. That's what's wrong. Never mind. Okay, sorry. There was a piece of garbage left in there from before. So procrastinating is $1 million question, especially those seeking network marketing success. Let's go back up and get this right. Let me get rid of all this crap. Sorry. I cleaned some of this out so that I can show it to you. Well, let's get it right this time.
I think you got to update.
Well,
save draft.
yeah, but I don't have it in there. Trust me, it's not in there. So yes, you're right. You're right on that point too. Although sometimes you don't. Okay, so let's go ahead and save draft. Okay, there it is. Now it's in there. Good. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I missed the update. Okay, so I may have too many. I may have too many words in there too. Let me look. Let me just get that first part on. That's what I wanted. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. So, all right. So now we have it in the meta description as well. All righty. So I'm going to leave that alone for right now, and I'm going to come back to this page in just a second. But first, I'm going to finish the blog post. Make sure I save draft here just for giggles because I don't want to lose anything. Now, if you go look at my posts, let me just visit the site for a moment. If you go look at my posts, all of them have a very standard basically it's a PS line in them. And it starts with this: did this help you? And there's my picture and all this other stuff, and it has a PS line, and it has a better tweet line. All of this stuff we covered when we covered Ray's 3-minute expert. And so let me go back. I'm going to go to all posts. I'm just going to copy that PS line from one of my published posts and put it in there. So this is a post that was published a few days ago. I'm simply going to start with, did this help you? So there is the starting line. And notice I've gone over to the text editor. I'm pulling the HTML text. Copy. Go back to all posts. Go back to how to stop procrastinating. To the text editor. And paste. So now all I've done is a copy and paste. I pulled my PS line, same PS line I'm using for everything. I pulled it over, and the only thing different now is I'm going to have to make some adjustments in the PS line since we're talking about procrastination instead of attraction marketing. But I'm going to leave that little bit of editing alone for right now, so I don't run completely out of time here. So I've got the PS line in there now. Okay. And I just saved the draft. Now, let's go on with what else can we do with the Yoast SEO. Now we're going to do our page analysis. So when I click page analysis, it begins to give me some stuff. First off, it says the keyword density is a bit low, 6.62%. The keyword was found 4 times. And let me go back to general. Let me remind you that the keyword is how to stop procrastinating. So in order for me to up the keyword density, I'm going to have to go back into the article and add this keyword a couple more times. So let's just go back in here and look. Let me just think about it. So the keyword is how to stop procrastinating. So learning how to stop procrastinating means learning how to overcome fear. Okay, here we're talking about if we want to learn how to stop procrastinating, we need to overcome overcome this fear of rejection from our client. Okay, period. So,
Fix the learn. There you go.
thank you. So there we go. I've added it. Click Save Draft. So now we're just letting Yoast SEO walk us through. So now it's going to say that we're 676%. It was found 5 times. We're still a little low. So again, I'm not going to go through this with you now. We're going to go through it added maybe 1 or 2 more times to get this up to about 1%, and it's going to make this guy happy. Now, what about the images on this page? They don't have an alt tag. Well, we don't actually have any images on this page. So let's go find an image for this page. I'm going to show you what I do with images.
Yes, you've got your photo, and you can put alt tags in there also.
Yeah, I can. Yes, you're absolutely right. I can do that. So we were doing a little article on procrastination. So I just look up procrastination in Google, and I do images, and now you can tell that it thinks I'm in Mexico. So it's got this stuff in Spanish. Tell it to translate the page, but all we have to do now, Chris taught us that we can use these various tools, and for example, we can go find use rights labeled for reuse. So we can go down through these pictures, and we can find one. If we can find one we like that's actually labeled for reuse, so we don't have to worry about anybody jumping up and down. And actually, here's one. I don't know that this is the best picture, but hey, what the heck? I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to copy the image over to my file. This is the hardest operation of the whole thing, is finding the file that I have all these images in. It's in New Pictures for Blog, and it didn't copy. Why didn't it copy? Come on. Why is it not copying the picture? What's going on here? Of course, when we're doing this in front of a live audience, it goes ahead and screws up. All right, Len, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Sorry, folks. Take a deep breath. I was going too fast. Do it. All right. Copy image. Copy image. And I got a file I keep these in. If I don't put it in the right file, I'll never find it. New Pictures for Blog. Oh, it's not letting me paste that image. Why not? All right, I'm going to stop. I'm not going to waste any more of your time.
You have to wait for it to come up and ask you where you want to put it.
Yeah, I know. And
And it never come up.
Save image. There it is.
There you go.
Okay, my bad. My bad. It was save image as. Okay. New pictures for blog. Save image as. Procrastination. Save. Okay, I wanted to go through this with you. Let me close this now. We're back to editing the post. I wanted to go through this with you for a couple reasons. First off, I'm going to go ahead and add media. And we're going to upload files. And we'll just go ahead and find that file under P for procrastination. You can tell I've done a lot of these. I have them all in one file, so I know where to go back and find them. There it is. Open it. Now, there's a couple things we want to do. What was our focus keyword? We want to, it's loading the picture right now.
It was how to stop procrastination.
How to stop procrastination, right. So we want to put that in the alt text. How to stop procrastination. If I can spell all that correctly. Now, the other thing that I do, and I'll show you this in a minute, we're going to probably want that to be a small picture. Well, it gives us medium. Let's start with medium. We'll see. We might have to make it smaller. The other thing we might want to do is give it a link. So if somebody actually clicks on the picture, we can give them a custom URL for them to go to. Now, if I'm doing blog posts about MLSP, for example, I'll put the MLSP link right there. And today I don't know where I would send them with this particular picture, so I'm just going to leave it alone for right now. But that custom URL is really an important thing to use. The other thing I'm going to do is now I'm going to click on the picture, I'm going to edit it, and I'm going to make sure under advanced options here, I'm going to make sure that it opens the link in a new window or tab. And the reason for that is, of course, if somebody does click on the picture, we don't want them to leave our website. So there's our picture. Okay, you can still see everything I'm doing, right?
Yes.
Cool. Going to jump out to YouTube now. And I need to be here. I'm just going to grab the video now. So here's the video I did this morning, the Coffee with Len video. And I just want to get the embed code for it, or the
Good morning, my friends.
I want to get the install code. The you know what code I want. The share code. There it is.
Good morning, my friends. What up?
Copy.
Time for a cup of coffee.
Bring it back. I usually go down about a paragraph, put it in, paste. So there's the video. Save the draft. Now, let's go back down and look at our Yoast SEO again. What does it tell us? We're all done with the general stuff. All that's all taken care of. Page analysis now. The keyword density. The images on this page don't have an alt tag containing the keyword phrase. What did I do? Did I use the wrong keyword phrase? What is the keyword phrase? How to stop procrastinating. What did I do? Did I change that a little bit up? How to stop procrastinating. It makes a difference. It's got to be exactly correct. How to stop procrastinating. So you see, interestingly enough, if you do screw up something, the plugin the plugin really does help you. It takes you through all this stuff. So just a simple little mistake like that, and now I've got the wrong keyword, and so that's going to impact the SEO of this thing. So, okay, now you see that that is gone. The images on this page contain alt tags with the target phrase. Okay, it's complaining about the word how in there. I'm not going to do anything about that right now, and it's still complaining about the keyword density. It's 0.88% now. It was found 6 times. We'd probably have to add the keyword maybe one more time, and would be all done. So that's it. That's pretty much it. Let's see. Let me just do this. Okay. I may not like that last sentence there. That may look like a little bit like keyword stuffing. We don't want to stuff keywords. We want the whole thing to read naturally as we add the keyword in enough times to make everybody really happy. But I think that's probably enough. Okay, that was enough to kick it over. It now has the keyword. It says we'll find it. The keyword is 1%, which is great. The keyword was found 7 times. So I've added it. I'm probably going to go back in there and change that a little bit. Notice it also has this copy score, the Flesh reading score, which says that this article is fairly easy to read. So it's got a pretty decent score. And then the only thing left is this keyword has the word how in it, and I'm just going to leave that alone because that word belongs in there. If I take it out, then I won't be using the keyword that we found in Google. And the one we find in Google is the one I want to use. 8,100 searches with low competition, so I'm going to leave it alone. The only other things that I would have to do now, I'm finished. I'd have to go in here and just the better tweet, how to stop procrastinating. So there it is. Add that in there, and I think we're pretty much done. Want to learn more about, I'm going to leave that alone, attraction marketing, because that's actually a link back to MLSP. We'll leave it alone. Okay. So there we go. Preview. So there's our blog post. Basically from scratch. We got our keyword, how to stop procrastinating. We have it in the blog title. We know we have it in there 7 times. We've got a video in there. Change the title of the video maybe. We've got the keyword added. We dropped in the PS line, which again is standard. And I taught you this and you can learn it. If anyone doesn't remember this or wants a refresher, just ask. We can go back over it, or I can refer you back. I can find which Lunch with Len we did this training in, where it was the training on Ray Higdon's how to monetize your blog. And so we have that in there. We have these links in there. So if I, whoops, I wonder what happened when I clicked the tweet. I have to go fix that. This link is actually going to take us right back to MLSP, and our blog is done. So there it is. How to use the Yoast plugin to SEO your blog. And now, of course, I'm not going to publish this. The reason I'm not going to publish it is I stuffed that keyword in a couple times while we were talking here, and I don't particularly like that picture. I might change out the picture. So I'm going to go back through it and make sure that I haven't done anything really stupid before I hit the publish button. So I'm going to minimize that. I'm going to okay, come on. Hang on, there we are. I'm going to stop the share and come back. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm back. So I hope that was beneficial. I know it went a little fast, and I know of course, every time I do these things live, there's always bound to be at least one screw up somewhere, but that's all right. You know, we got through it. If you have any questions, throw them up in the chat. I see that there was one. And I hope you got value from this. So I will, as I said before, I'll keep working on trying to figure out this Facebook leads ad and get to a point where I feel comfortable enough explaining it to you. I assume that you can still hear me and see me, Chris.
Yes.
Cool. I haven't even closed the Hangout. That's good. All right. That's all I have for you. I hope that you got some value out of that. And if anyone has any questions about how to use that plugin or has any issues with it, just let me know. Ask for help. Okay? So with that in mind, Bill has promised to come on Thursday. Bill, I'll send you a panelist link for Thursday's webinar so you can come on and tell us all about your wonderful adventures. We just want to hear about them. And other than that, unless there's any other comments or questions, I'm going to go ahead and stop the broadcast. So anybody else have anything? I don't see anything coming up. So here we go. Going once, going twice. But let me know in the group if that was useful. I'd love to hear your feedback. And if it's not useful, I'd love to hear your feedback too. That gives me guidance. I'm going to stop the broadcast. We'll see you Thursday. Bye for now.